Wanna say like me? Yeah. But if you call and you talk to a girl, I'll share my world with you. You gonna waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. Giving you what you need. Waste your time with me. You can have all the space, all that you need. Ain't so precious if you got time to waste it, baby. And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you all that I see. And I am who I am. And I be where I be. If you ever hit me on the late night, I'll give you a clear mind. Might give you some insight. I'll share my world with you. Waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. Waste your time with me. You can have all the space, all that you need. It's so precious if you got time to waste it, baby. Close your eyes, get away. Make my mind out of crazy. Beautiful, girl, you stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing. You gonna waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. Giving you what you need.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hood Rat Entertainment, Mimi in the house.
Hey y'all.
Mimi is here in the flesh.
Period. Hi. It took me a minute to get myself together, y'all.
Right.
Or whatever.
No, for real. So what's up to everybody in the chat? Happy New Year's. We haven't got to speak to y'all yet. So what's up, Lee Green? Hey, Cece, Nicole,
Bro, we ain't talking about
Nia,
last year.
Tracy, and Slightly Shady. What's up, y'all? How are y'all feeling this New Year? How are y'all feeling? Like, is it one for the books? Are y'all happy? Like, what's up? New you, new year. Like, what is it?
Period.
Hey, Anisha. Hey, wee wee girly. Yeah, I know I sound a mess, y'all. I unexpectedly got sick. And, but I'm cool. I'm chugging through it. Omarion out here doing the thug thizzle on everybody.
He really is.
The B2K, all of that.
Yeah, just taking it. Just he doing the most.
That's
like,
the man's though. That's the my man's.
So Leslie, starting with you, how's your New Year been going? What you been doing all week?
New Year's, it's actually been going good. I've been rearranging my room, just making my home and space just more positive and comfortable. I've been writing down my goals daily, just speaking everything into existence and just, trying. I'm also recovering from being sick too, so y'all be safe out there. But other than that, just bringing the new year in right and positive.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Mimi?
I have been catching my coins, y'all. That's all I've been really focusing on and getting my money right. And like Lala said, I've been writing in my journal every day, writing my goals down, manifesting, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm focusing on this year, my money, and keeping my mind right so I don't go crazy.
Period.
For real. Me, I've been focusing on my business. I got like a week left before my classes start back up. So I've been trying to get first quarter of my business stuff taken care of. And then yeah, I've been just trying to focus on that, trying to be positive, not worried about nothing too much. I really been trying to catch up on Love in Huntsville, y'all. Love in Huntsville is crazy. I've been binge watching it. I've watched 2 seasons, 40 episodes in a whole weekend. So I've really been watching that all weekend, trying to stay busy and keep my head above water. Who's tried the Taco Bell wings?
Oh
Leslie or Mary,
nah,
y'all
but
gonna try the
everybody's
wings?
going crazy.
Girl,
Yeah, I'm gonna try 'em, but from what I'm hearing, they're not as they're real crispy on the outside, but they're kind of like a little soft on the inside. And I like my chicken kind of, hard on the inside. So we gonna see. I don't know if they all the way done. I don't know. I just been
don't
hearing different
trust it.
stuff.
Taco Bell is already American. I care about. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say, but look, you ain't trying to have me run into that toilet bringing in the new year. Nope.
My thing is, why they remove half their menu, i.e., the pizza, the Mexican pizza, if they was gonna come back with some wings? That's not even Mexican. That's not even
And not
taco-ish.
only
Like,
that, for this whole motherfucking time, ain't been no motherfucking chicken wings in the store, and now all of a sudden, Taco Bell is selling chicken wings. I find that kind of
mm,
odd because when I tell you there is no wings, no wingettes, all they leaving is them big ass drums. Don't nobody want a big ass drum. So
yeah,
I don't know, y'all.
people been talking about turkey wings. People been hyping up those. So Nia said that she wants to try them. They look crispy and good. So Nia, go ahead and do a mukbang on your channel and try them. We gonna tune in, but we gonna say our grace before you eat those. Nicole, much prayers to you and focusing on your mental health this year. We saw your previous comment. But the wings came out this week, girl, but you know, just let us know how you feeling cuz I wouldn't trust it. I just want them to bring back the Mexican pizza.
And
That was wrong for that.
shout out Nicole. Praying for you, boo. Come on out that dark spot this year. You coming out of it. Don't even trip, boo.
Yeah, do not trip. I think Leslie's having some technical difficulties, but she'll find her way through. Normandy's not on this episode because she is also fighting Armarion. She is doing the You Got Served right now with Armarion. So yes, say some well wishes for her. It is no joke. Like we're joking about it being Omarion, but for real, please stay safe. Please stay vigilant. At this point, I don't think there's anything that you can really do because it's just crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it
it's
really
just really
is.
crazy. But I had already talked to y'all on my community post and told y'all that I was gonna do a live about some herbs and some things that you guys can keep in your just keep in your pantry to focus on health because whether you have the jab or not, um you really it's not gonna work unless you focus on your health. So I am gonna do
Hmm.
that live. I just been really tired, and then like y'all know, I'm not the herbist, it's my husband. So he has been trying to like give me the rundown on everything that I'm gonna be talking to y'all about. So I just want to make sure I give y'all the right information. So it's coming. I already have my Amazon shop and everything ready for y'all. I just need to make sure that I don't get the herbs mixed up. So it's coming. Okay, Leslie, you back?
Yes. So I don't know what. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody was calling me. I had to
Yeah,
but
put your
I
phone on. Do not
Put your
disturb.
phone on. Do not disturb, honey.
okay.
Oh,
Let me see. I think I got the update, but okay, I got it.
girls, called
Yeah.
focus.
Okay, I'm back.
So yes, y'all, we getting started with this new year. We are in season 2 of Sisters. So thank you guys so much for rocking with us. We are still learning and getting better every week to figure out some topics to talk about. So this week we are talking about all things relationships, but within the relationship, like y'all
Hmm.
seen with the title, just the ins and outs of relationships, just reflecting because whether you are married, single, engaged, whatever it is that you are doing, your end goal is to eventually, fall in love with someone and have a lifelong partner. So, what is it that you guys are going to do in your relationship? What is the rules? What is the what's the boundaries, like, just some things to get started and talk about. So we have some questions. You guys are more than able to call in and answer them as well. We're going to give our honest opinions. And yeah, and mind you, again, this does not fall for just married people. See, it falls for anyone, women or men. So jumping right into it, how much is too much before marriage, you guys? Like, in this day and age, I feel like we are doing a lot with a little, if that makes sense. Like, people, I was just on TikTok earlier today, and this girl bought her boyfriend a Town Hawk or Tom Hawk, whatever that fast car is, that expensive fast car for
Mhm.
Girl,
Christmas, and
oh,
he bought her a promise ring, y'all. Mind you, these are people that are in their 20s, the
Thomas
20s,
Rain.
20. Yes, like we are not in high
That's the
school.
shit
This
my son
is
should be doing in 15. Now on a motherfucking Thomas Rain.
no, for real. Hey, Mary Blue. Hey, Ruby. But yes, so I was like, hold on, hold on. So you bought this man a real deal car, like that one expensive car. It's a Tom Hawk, whatever it's called. Track Hawk. Yes, thank you, Nia. A Track Hawk. Those cars are highly expensive, and they're kind of like limited because so many people want them right now. So she bought him that, and then he gave her a promise ring. So I was reading the comments, and the girls was like, well, why would you buy him a car and he get you a promise ring? And she was like, well, he does a lot for me, behind the scenes. But I'm thinking, okay, so if he does a lot for you and he sees potential in you, what the hell is the promise? Because isn't the engagement technically a promise?
That's what I thought.
exactly.
Like, I am really, really confused. Like, yeah, Mary, did you see that? Mary said he gave her a bubblegum promise ring. So she must have seen the TikTok as well. It was really crazy. Mind you, when you on TikTok, you really go down rabbit holes. So I went through her whole page, and it looks like her love language is gift giving. But ladies, again, how much is too much before marriage? Like, what do you say, Mimi? How,
Mm.
how much? Like, what would you buy your
I can
boyfriend?
only. I have bought a significant other a car, but it wasn't no new car like that. I got him a little under bucket. I bought him a car because shit, I didn't need him driving mine, and we needed two cars. So shit, that's why I did it. But now I sit back, like you said. We have to stop putting so much investments into relationships that have no value or not going anywhere. If you see it not going nowhere, don't put that much investment into it. I sit back now. I wasted 4 years. I ain't getting no promise ring or no marriage. You know what I mean? So we have to really see where it's going on some real shit. If you know it ain't going nowhere, you see no potential it going nowhere, you see the red flags, you see he's not talking nor doing anything to make the relationship go anywhere, I wouldn't invest that much into it because when you look in the back of it, you're still going to invest a lot of time. So don't
Mm-hmm.
invest your money, your time, your heart, all of that just for it to not go nowhere.
Very true.
That's my opinion.
Agree.
So no, I would not buy another man a motherfucking car. That's my
Nicole
opinion.
said the most expensive thing I bought before marriage was Gucci sneakers. I don't believe in giving husband benefits in temporary dating relationships. I agree, Nicole. I really do. I hate to be taboo with that, but I see, like I told you, I've been binge watching Love and Marriage, and Martell and Melody had to get a divorce, and they had to sit down and they had to break down every single thing that they ever
Hmm.
built in 15 years. When I say it
Hmm.
got messy, they had to dissolve so many businesses, which means they lost so much money. Could you imagine doing that with a boyfriend? A
Mm-mm.
boyfriend? Like, come on now.
Mm.
Nia said, ain't no way I'm not buying a man that's not my fiance or husband a track hawk. She could have invested her into a business of her own. He can leave at any given time. Right. And then he gonna speed
Hmm.
off in that track hawk.
Oh
Hey, K.
yeah, that's what they do. You
With
know,
the
that's nine
next
times out.
female too.
Right. So what about you, Leslie? Because if y'all don't know, Leslie is our younger sister. She doesn't really come on the lives that often, but she'll be more present in season 2. So she's our younger sister. She's right after me. So in your young age, Leslie, would you say that you are at the age where you would still accept promise rings? Because what, you're 25? How old are you?
Yes, I'm 25, and no, that that's not cutting it at all. Like I would say, like the most I ever bought a dude was probably a a jacket. I don't know, but I knew it wasn't over $100, and yeah, I'm not with that. Like what else can I say? Like the Ari situation. People was talking about Moneybag Yo and Ari. I don't know if y'all heard that, but people was like going yay yay because she bought him like what was it, 4 acres of land, and they was like, oh my gosh, like that's not even your husband, like.
Mm.
But how far is like too far? Like when it comes to just like people that are you're not married to or anything.
You have to add the value to your own self. Well, how far is it to you? Do you just feel like you are worth just that and
Well,
don't want to
and
go
that's the
nowhere in
thing.
the relationship? You know what I mean? We have to, you know what I mean, put that down. We cannot just keep allowing these men to just give us anything for all these years without no real ring. We giving them
Exactly.
wifely
Like
duties, sex, money,
long as
commitment
I'm
with
like benefiting
kids, all of
that
that. You know what I
other,
mean?
And then
Yeah.
on top of it, it's the people like people always say, and I've talked to many men, including my husband, about this, and they all say the same thing when it comes to marriage. I knew that I wanted to marry you or her, she, them, whatever. The moment I met them, I knew really early on if that was going to be my wife or not. I knew. So it's like, why do we be so complacent with this boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy status? Knowing that
Hmm.
it's not going to grow anywhere, but yeah, we keep watering it with fertilizer of other bullshit like cars, houses, all this
Hmm.
stuff. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure. Why buy the
Hmm.
cow when you get the milk for
Give them
free?
it for
Like there's
free.
no way
I
to get
agree.
if I bought you a
Yeah.
track hawk, you give me a promise ring on Christmas, and then I am so goofy enough to post it on social media, like our standards are in hell at this point.
That's what I said. We have to, as women, we got to
with your
put some standards on our vajayjays.
Yes, I agree.
And that's just because we would be married if we hold out on a lot of shit, and you know what I mean, ask for the ring and promote the ring. We would A lot of black women, a lot of women would be married now, but it's because we're settling, you know what I mean, to do the housewife shit for just to be a girlfriend for forever. Not me no more.
Right, and Nia said, and what they get in return never equal up to what the other person gifted them. Exactly, and
No,
that's even to giving
no.
kids. Like I didn't got
Hmm.
stretch marks. I done fucked up my body. I'm losing my
Yep.
hair. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah,
I didn't go through
my
the world's most
soul, my
expensive
spirit,
things.
yeah, all of that, all of that.
Good at
Just to
everything
have a little
said.
rank of that.
Good at everything said. I got a guy a phone before, but we did end up married 3 years later. I always advise women to keep their purse closed, though. Far too often it doesn't work out. Yeah, I agree. And
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
feel like we automatically know it's not gonna work out. Like the moment sis got a promise ring for Christmas, she should have been like, "We're never getting married. We're never getting married. I
Mhm.
am in my late 20s or whatever, mid 20s, and I really accepted a promise ring."
Well,
Mm,
I
mm.
think also people are on this whole social media. I want to, have the best gift. Let me show you what I got you. People are just all about that fake,
Superficial.
superficial love. Yeah, it's not about no real depth stuff. You know what I mean? It's all about what can you buy me? What can I buy you? Let's stunt. Let's get matching outfit. Let's just be fake. And it's like ain't nobody.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
that's exactly what it sounds like.
It's
And then
all
especially
about competing with the next relationship on what you can do. I don't have time to compete with nobody's
Ooh.
relationship.
do
Nicole,
y'all
I don't think you're wrong because Mimi would agree with this. She says this all the time. This will ruffle feathers, but a lot of women I know think they are wife material just because they cook clean when realistically they aren't. The men usually knows that from the jump. Exactly, Nicole.
Yep,
They say
I
it all
agree.
the time. You could like
I
Melody
agree.
Holt on Love and Marriage. She was the perfect wife to this man. The perfect wife for 14 years and he had a whole
Hmm.
5-year affair on her. Girl, it don't matter if you slinging the wrist. Now, yes, do need to be able to cook for yourself, goddamn. But it does not matter. These men are going to be who they are. But one thing that I
Hmm.
respect about this woman is she knew her worth and she said enough. Like so many people have tried to tell her to take her husband back and go back to him, and she's like, no, I would never accept that abuse. And that is what we
Hmm.
need to really set forward because her children, they have 4 children together, 3 daughters, and he had a baby on her, y'all. had a
Ooh.
whole baby on her. They was
Oh,
high
wow.
school, college sweethearts, got married right after college, like built these multi-million-dollar businesses, built this reality show, and he did her for the dirt, the
Mm-hmm.
dirt. But you
Yeah,
know what?
they
She
do.
took herself off, and she was like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here."
So
And that
period.
energy is gonna attract someone new every time. So the next question that we have is now this one is laden on into the topic of the title. Now, when it comes to your household, who comes first? And mind you, again, y'all, I'm asking the women with boyfriends, who baby daddies, whatever you want to call them. Who comes first in your household? Is it you, your children, your significant other, your family, because you could have a big, host of family that's active in your household. So who goes first in your household? Leslie, we'll start with you.
So it would be my son. If I had a man, I don't know, it would still be my son. Like if we was to both, if I was to cook or like if I was to give the plate to who first? Are you asking that?
No, we're not on that question yet. Who comes
Oh,
first in your household? So if you were married, would you have your husband as the first person in your household? Would it be your children or would it be yourself?
I would
Like
feel
for
like
me speaking,
it be my
honestly, you said your husband.
yeah, because that we hold the foundation to our kids, everything. So
So I do agree with that as a married woman, because Nicole said, is this a married woman or dating? I think, are you asking about this question? We're talking about just in general, like if your goal was to eventually be married, how would you structure your home? Me as a married person, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, although the man comes first as far as certain things, I actually put myself first. And I'm going to explain why I put myself first, just to give y'all some type of understanding. I put myself first because I understand that although my husband is a vital part of the household, although my husband is my lifelong partner, and he plays a vital role in my children, if the chips was to fall and things was to go AWOL, I would eventually have to pick up the pieces. So I always keep my mental, not my mental as far as us breaking up, but my mental as far as saying that I'm working on myself. I'm continuously feeding into myself. I'm always going to do that first. And then I'm going to allow my husband to come right after me. But I am the
Mm-hmm.
first in my household, because if my husband was to get sick and I would have to pay all the bills, I would need a strong foundation. My children, just so much. And I've learned that over the years because I seen my grandmother. Well, like I know, we just lost our grandfather last year. My grandmother, and my grandfather was together for 60 years, and I always seen her put him in the front. And although it was beautiful, now that he's gone, she has kind of leaned on everyone else, and she's still
Mm-hmm.
not leaning on herself. If that makes sense, you
Hmm.
guys.
Oh, I
And
agree. Yeah, but
I
she's
had
not the
to
only
realize.
woman who does that though. A lot of us women pour into our family, our husbands, our kids, and we have nothing left to give us. So I totally
Exactly.
agree with everything that you are saying. This year, I'm putting me first as well, but I usually put Buddha first. And if I had a
Right.
man, yeah, I probably still put Buddha first.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
that's,
yeah, yeah.
if
That's just
y'all
what
missed our episode, like it was like episode 3 or 4, we talked about like cutting off everybody and really feeding into yourself, feeding your spirit, setting your
yeah,
foundation.
yeah.
That is something that we really need to do, because we, especially being Black women, so much falls on us. So the weight of the world is really on us. So I hate to say, like, don't cherish your man, but don't cherish anyone so much to the point where you lose yourself. Because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
grandmother, she's the matriarch. She's a wonderful woman, but she relies on everyone. And granted, we gonna do it because she say jump, we say how high, because that's how it goes in our family. But it's kind of still sad, because it's like, damn, she never really expected to be on earth without her partner, because she fed
Hmm.
so much
Yeah,
into him.
yeah. And not only that, even let's just say, you know what I mean, things go sour between you and your mate. You know what I mean? Then they left living their life and you're left, you know what I mean, because you put so much into them in this, you know what I mean, stuck motor. You know what I mean? To like you said, to where you're feeling dependent of someone else. And it's like, no, you don't want to get in that mode. Like you said, you want to feed your self love at all times, no matter what. So I totally agree with that, Audrey.
Yeah, so Nia said men always get served first. I was raised on that because he's the provider and he's the reason we're eating. Hell yes. We're gonna circle over to that question a little bit, because a lot of people feel that way. Good at everything said you have to fill your cup or you will have nothing to pour out. I'm with you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ruby
Mhm.
said her kids come first and then the man. Nicole said, me as a married woman, I do put my husband and my three girls first. That is something I am working on. That it's okay to put me first. Yes, Nicole. And do little
Yes.
things for yourself, like every day. Like Mimi already mentioned, and you can talk about it,
Yeah.
Mimi. She feeds
I
into
take
herself
myself
positive.
on dates, and I didn't start doing that until last year, you guys. And these are dates by myself. These are dates with nobody. You know what I mean? I get a room. I spend time by myself. I buy myself flowers. I buy myself out to eat food. You know what I mean? I listen to my music every day. I have been writing in a journal, and I tell myself 10 to 15 affirmations. I write them down. It's called a self-care journal, and it just makes me feel so much better. And just like I said, it does. It makes me feel so much better about myself. An hour a day. They ask me today, what am I grateful for? Today's goals. How am I taking care of myself? My energy level, my mood. List things that I love about myself. Exercise, my to-do list. So I recommend it, ladies and gentlemen, to go out there and get you a journal and love yourself for at least 30 minutes to an hour a day. Read your affirmations. Buy your flowers, ladies. Go get your nails done. I know I'm one of those women that didn't buy myself nothing. So this year, like I said, I'm buying myself clothes again, shoes. You know what I mean? Do the things that you love to do. Not for the kids, not for your man, not for nobody else, but for thyself.
Period.
I love that. So yes, y'all, like I told y'all, now that led us into the who eats first question. And Nia brought up a great standpoint. And I believe that Nia was most likely raised in a Christian household. We were too. Very, very important. Where the way I was raised, men eat first. That is how I was
Hmm.
raised. But Mimi, you can start off when you are with your significant other, and you have a family. Who's eating first?
He is. I
He's eating
give him.
first.
I feel like I'm making everybody play first, and I know a lot of black women are
Yeah,
really
I'm making
strong
everybody's
on
plate at
this.
the same
I'm
time.
making everybody play first, but I feel like
Like,
if the kids have been home all day, and I've been home all day, we've had, you know what I mean, access to food. We've had access to the refrigerator. You know, kids gonna
Mhm.
run around, ask for snacks or whatever until dinner is done. He's been out working all day. He's tired. Let me just go ahead and give him his plate first. That's just
Yes,
how I do that. For
absolutely.
the simple fact, I feel like I said, he's been work all day. He's tired. He's hungry as hell. The kids done have fruit snacks or whatever they done went, yogurt, whatever they done went in out the refrigerator to grab, because you know how kids do. Um,
Mhm.
so that's just my way of saying, hey, babe, I appreciate you. You know what I mean, working, providing, and helping us, taking care of us. Here's your plate first. I see
Right.
nothing
It's
wrong with
just an
that. I could see
appreciation.
if
Mhm.
we ain't got no goddamn food. We low on food. You know what I mean? Shit going down. Okay, he know and I know. Duh. Of course, the kids get the food first. You know what I mean? But if we ain't low on food and everything's all right, oh, he's getting his plate hot and it's going to be first, and then kids, and then it's going to be me. 9 times out of 10, I probably ain't going to sit down and eat because I've been nibbling while cooking. So that's just how
Right.
I,
We
how
always
I do
eat
things.
last. But I
Yeah.
right.
do agree. I feel like men should eat first. It's just a sign of showing your gratitude, it's showing your appreciation. Now we're not talking about the niggas that's been out running the street all day, guys. He ain't gotta eat first.
No.
He probably caught some of that
Mm-mm.
Taco Bell chicken on his way home.
Mm-mm.
We talking about the men that's
Mm-mm.
out working,
Yeah.
grinding,
Being good
saying,
man.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like,
Because we do still have those.
yeah. We need a real provider. I'm sorry if y'all can hear my thing. I don't know how to silence my
D and
I know
D.
you hear me.
I have it on D&D. I don't know what's wrong. So Leslie, who eats first in your household?
My
when you have
man.
your husband? Your man?
But yeah, I'll make the plate. You know, I'll make both of my son and my significant other's plate. But I ain't gonna. I would give it to my significant others first, and then my son. So it's like a force of habit. But yeah, I agree with y'all.
I think that so many people get offended because we get raised, some of us, or it's been put out there that we have to be strong and independent. And sometimes being so independent can bite us in the ass. It's like you can't feed him first. You need to feed them kids first. No, baby. I feel like we can
No, it's
definitely
okay. I can feed
feed
my
our
man
men
first if
first.
he's a good man. But I think, like I said, as women, we've just been programmed to be an independent, strong
Hmm.
black woman and put your kids first. And you don't need a man, and you can do it. And it's like, no. When I do recognize a good, strong man, I'm kind of low key running them away because I'm so independent, and I don't, you know what I mean. So we have to get out of that mindset. Not everybody's out here to hurt us. You know what I mean. There are good people out here. So, but that also means fixing yourself, having self love, so you can attract that as well. So, but
So
I'm feeding
true.
my man first. Look, I'm feeding my husband first this year, y'all, because I'm getting one. Putting that out
Amen.
in the
Okay.
universe, manifesting, period.
Speak
So,
it
next
to
time I
existence.
talk to
Yeah.
y'all in the next year, I'll be telling y'all. Mimi got married, y'all, or engaged, period.
Just like
Yes,
Insecure on the
manifested.
last episode. Sorry for the spoilers.
Nicole E said, I'm making everyone plates, but he will have his plate before the girls. Even if he's gone, his plate will go on like way first. Yep, I agree, Nicole. But see, me, I bug my husband down. Like, I am so big on you need to be here for dinner. My
For
sisters will tell
dinner,
you
yeah, me too, me
I
too.
will
I was
bug
that
him.
woman
Like,
too.
you
Yeah,
need to
you
bring your
got to
ass
be.
home for
Don't
dinner.
have me in here cooking. Don't have me.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jackie. Don't do
You
that,
better
Jackie.
hurry up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
and
Don't let
yeah.
this food be
'Cause I
cold.
don't like warming up
That
shit in the microwave. If my food is
so
fresh and hot, you better be here when it's on the table.
for real, because I worked hard. I wanted to give you this
Yeah,
presentation, baby. Come on. Now, Wee Girly makes a good point. She said how she was raised, the person who cooks eat first. That is something new to me because it's the opposite. I feel like the person who cook always eat last.
yeah. Well,
So
technically, do we eat first because we're already biting in all the food and tasting all the food? So is that what she means when you say, you
yeah.
eat
Do you
first?
make your plate? Do you make everybody's plate and then like do you eat and then you give your plate to everybody else or like what? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I fix my plate and then I'll actually give my man's his plate and then my son his plate and then we all eat. But
yeah, I can't even. I
Read.
try not to even make my plate too soon because the kids be asking for something. If it ain't a roll, it's a napkin. If it ain't a napkin, it's a fork. If it ain't a
Read
fork, they thirsty.
Garden Gal's comment. I love hers. Yeah.
She said, I understand plate presentation order, but it was most important for my family to eat
Family
together
to
while
eat
growing
together.
up.
While, period. See, growing up, we did, and I don't know if y'all remember because we were little. Y'all were little, but Mama was the type of woman. She wanted to set the table. She was the set the table type of woman, and we all sit down at the table and eat together. So I agree with that 100%. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? That's how things should be. Take the phones away. Let's take it back old school. How was your day? Let's talk. There is no more communication. Everybody's sitting in front of the TV, eating, watching, you know what I mean, shows together. And that's good. But when it comes to real communication in the family, that's when it used to be at the dinner table. And that needs to be brought back in the home. So I agree with that, Miss Garden Gal, because we did do that. We set the table, you know what I mean? And we sat down and we ate at the table. As years went on, that tradition has kind of seemed to fall in a lot of households. But that is one we really need to bring
I agree with that.
And um, someone by the name of the dad is calling in. Hello, the dad. The dad, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I am. What's up? What's up, everybody?
in. Hey, the
Hello,
dad, how you doing?
friend.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. All right,
So,
so,
what's your thoughts about the conversation that we're having today about the who eats first?
uh, shoot, with me personally, I would like my kids to eat first. because I go to work, I put food on the table, provide for them. And me personally, I have girls. So, when I'm old and wrinkled, I want them to take care of me.
I love
Um,
that for dad.
Also, one of my fears is running out of food. Say we have, limited food. I'd rather my kids eat first because as an adult, I can hold out longer than them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
I can respect that.
but
Right.
there are times when I make their lunch and I forget to eat. By the time I'm hungry, they hungry again. Then that's when I'm like, nah, f them kids. I'm making my plate
Uh-uh.
right now.
Right, you done already fed them.
Right.
He
I
said,
gotta
"I'm
put me
fed
first. I gotta put me first.
up."
So yeah, you brought up an interesting point as far as you never want the kids to go hungry. You rather them eat first before you, just to prevent any time of them being hungry. But
Right.
for you, when you said that your kids are, when you get old, you want your kids to take care of you, you would have a wife that essentially would take care of you, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. She be on there, but our kids are younger, so they're able to move those young legs and young arms to, you know,
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
That
makes
makes
so
sense.
cook
So
me breakfast and whatever else.
since we have a male perspective calling in, if you don't mind, we got one more question. What's
Okay.
the order of your household?
The order of my house. Explain it. Explain to me. What are you asking? Like the order?
Like, who do you put first in your house? Is it you, your wife, your children? How does the order of your household go?
I put my wife first,
Hmm. Okay.
Happy wife,
but
happy life. I like
it's
that.
actually a balance too. So my kids get a little bit of both. Like I don't know you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Understand. So why would you? Why do you? If you don't mind me asking, why do you put your wife first?
Just like Mimi said, happy life, happy wife, happy life,
Okay.
Smart man.
and I and just the role models in my life that I've seen, they put their wives first, and everything will fall in suit, you know.
Hey, so, yeah.
That's very
Okay.
true. I do agree with that. I do agree. Because the wives is the engine, baby.
And we
Mm.
do have the wife to take care of the children and take care of us,
Yeah,
so everything falls in suit.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I agree with that. I really do. I do agree. Now, one more question for you. Would you ever um get your significant other, like a girlfriend, a promise ring? What is your thoughts about promise rings?
Promise rings. I mean, we're girlfriend and boyfriend. Like, if I'm gonna buy you a ring, I'm gonna buy you an engagement ring or a wedding ring. Yeah, I'm not too big on a promise ring. Like, promises are always broken. So
Hmm. They
Yeah,
yeah,
are.
I'm not too big on
that's
a
very
promise.
true. Now, Nicole E said it's a balance. While he's gone working, if the wife doesn't have her mental and physical health together, she can't take care of the household. I definitely agree with that. And then T. Angela said, healthy, happy parents raise healthy, happy children. Now, I definitely agree with
I
that
love
because
that.
when we did not grow up in a two, now when we're younger, we did grow up in a two-family household, but then that kind of shift when our parents broke up. And I see how my children thrive seeing me and their dad hug and kiss and hold hands and really have that healthy relationship,
Mhm.
versus how when we were younger and we would be like, oh my God, is mommy mad at daddy, is daddy mad at mommy, that type of stuff. So I definitely agree that it does
Or even
change.
if they do see that, can we also see the love? I feel like
Hmm.
people stay together in relationships when it comes to being with their significant other, and they're not happy. There's no love. There's no hugging. There's no kissing. There's no happiness. There's no singing. There's no dancing. You know what I mean? And you get people that stay
Yes.
stuck in these relationships for years and years on just to say, hey, I'm with my significant other, I'm with the baby's father. But there's no love in the household. There's frustration, there's anger, you know what I mean? There's violence. So after seeing all of that all these years, you don't think that's what these kids are absorbing? So when they go out
Mhm.
and they get their own relationship, that's what they assume that love is. So we got to get in a mindset of stop staying with people just for the whatever reasons if it's not going to be genuine and it's not going to be real. If I can't show my babies what real love is, then I'll be by myself until I know that I can. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to stay stuck in a relationship just to say, oh, well, this your daddy. We
And
got to be together. This your daddy.
I changed the way I discipline my children because as a man I didn't want them to think that a man is supposed to put their hands on them, but I still, enforce that respect that I need from them.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that
So
because my mama did that as well. She didn't
yeah.
hit us often because she didn't want to get us used to being hit on by nobody. She
Right.
was really big. So I like that hearing that from a man. You don't really hear that from a man, but I like that. Good point.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like if it's illegal to hit um adults, it should be illegal to hit children. Like if I
Mhm.
can't just go punch Sally down the street, or I can't pull out a belt and hit Sally, so why would I hit my children? I definitely agree with that. Now, parenting to each his own. There's nothing wrong with poppings. But full blown beatings, I'm not down for.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. I'm not with that. I don't want to hit my son or anything. And I try to, cause
I
they're
think
little.
he's snitching on you.
Sorry, that's my baby. Say hi.
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 Hey, little
Say
man.
hi, take a butt.
That's
Okay,
my
that was a
baby.
good
I
one.
like.
What's our next
I like
question?
the beginning of me
So
being a.
our next question is our final question. So I'm happy we have a male perspective. If you don't mind holding on one more thing.
Yeah, more.
The last one is: would you give your man or woman a pass? Now
I
this was
would.
Mimi's
Mm,
question. So Mimi, you can elaborate on what that means because you wanted this
a
juicy question
pass
to
after
end.
being together with your significant other for, let's say, 5 to 10 years, and you or her was not happy sexually, um, would you give them a pass,
Nah.
or
I
would you want to
mean,
pass as a
mm,
man?
I wouldn't want to pass, and I wouldn't give my wife a pass only because it's just too much. It's too much stuff going around, and I feel like I just had this conversation with my wife. Like some men are sneaky, like they I can't even explain. Like somebody say they have a condom on and it's not on, so it's just like, and you can come back with a baby. It's just so many.
Too much open
Yeah, it's
doors
just too
for
much.
your
Like,
sacred relationship that's only supposed to be within two. You know what I
and that'll
mean? It's
just
gonna
break it
bring
Good at
completely.
insecurities
everything.
in.
Said opening the door for chaos with a pass. I agree.
There you go. I agree at 100%. Insecurities within the marriage, her, him, all of that. So I would
Yeah,
not give.
Because what my thing is, what is the past supposed to do? Because once the night ends and he got his rocks off with someone else, what was that supposed to change? Because a lot of people think that when you are consistently with the same person, that sex is boring or things are different. Why are you not exploring those types of different areas with your partner? What is the past supposed to
Why
do?
is
I'm
sex
so
the whole
confused.
reason why it's
yeah,
holding up the marriage? Like, I don't want that to be
Yeah,
the lead of my damn marriage. Shit.
exactly. Because
The hell,
if
anything
he
can
is,
happen throughout the life to where we're both not going to be sexually involved. You know what I mean? Or want to
yeah.
even go down that route.
And
So
if
I
I'm
don't
gonna
feel
give
like
you a
that should be the
pass, we
lead.
might as well be single.
I
That's
agree.
just what it
I
is.
agree with that too.
I agree.
And it's this little. They always say that, oh well, man, when men do stuff, get with a woman, it's just to the feel of something new or this and that. But at the end of the day, when you're doing stuff like that with somebody, it a continuous of doing that. Somewhere along the way, feelings, a connection is gonna get involved. Like I just,
Hmm.
Hmm.
yeah, I don't trust that.
Yeah, the past ain't for me. I don't understand the logic behind it, so I'm never gonna agree with it because it doesn't make sense. And anything I do in life has to make sense. I don't know what the past means. Like when you get a pass in school, you get to skip class, so you get to have a pedicure, you get to do something, you don't have to worry
Hmm.
about homework. But a pass in your relationship does what? Does it what I don't get it. So
Yeah.
no.
I think once it
Hey
gets to
India.
that point, then you need to. I think you should just end the relationship because
Yeah,
that's your
absolutely.
like. Then what are we here for? What are we doing this for? Once you got to question
Yeah.
that,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should just end it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that was it
Yeah.
for tonight's episode. Thank you so much, the dad, for calling in.
Thank
Don't be
you
a
so
stranger to our
much.
show.
Thank
All right. I definitely won't
Well,
be a
we needed that
stranger.
good male perspective.
you. Yes, and
Positive
tell
male
your
perspective
friends.
at that.
Yeah.
Tell
I've
your
got some
friends.
friends that'll call in as well. So we
Okay.
can definitely
Yes.
get that
Good.
rolling here. You ladies have a good night. And I thank you for having me on.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We appreciate you.
All right.
Okay, India said, anytime you allow a pass, it opens the door for you to lose your man. Exactly. Your man or your woman. Because I don't, if I
Yeah.
feel like if I was to ask my husband for a pass and say I go out and have the best night of my life, you don't think that you lost a piece of me? Like, baby, you did. Okay. It's gone.
And you
That
got
piece
to
is
think about it. What insecurity do you hold within yourself? You know what I mean? Especially if it's
gone.
just on a sexual level. You know, and we should be able, our relationship should not be just based on sex.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
then when
mean? I'm sure there's other things we need to focus on besides that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like people have no control when it comes to that. No self
you
respect for
when you
themselves or for their partner.
mention that to your significant other, and then you actually go and do on that act, how you think that's gonna make them feel? While they at home, they probably thinking of a million things like, dang, why
But
did
you
he
do
want?
have people that do it. Like Monique and her
Mhm.
husband, the comedian, she gives him a pass to go out and do certain sexual things that she does not
I
do, and you know what I mean, that he likes. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess every relationship and marriage is on its own. If I'm not doing it, you should be comfortable with me not doing it. And I feel like if that's something
Mhm.
that you really, really need sexually, then we should have talked. We need to be talking about those things. Need to be spoken about in the
For
beginning.
real.
You know what I mean? Before we even jump that hurdle. Because if
But it
you really
goes
need to
full
be doing some
circle.
stuff,
It goes full circle about what we've been talking about tonight. These women, us women, because we fall together. Because when one of us is slacking, these motherfuckers start thinking we all gonna slack, and they start ice skating around here. So it's like we have to
mm-hmm.
set these standards for ourselves, and it ain't for
Selves,
nothing
yeah,
besides the fact that when you set that boundary, people will approach you with that. They're not gonna keep trying.
mm-hmm.
So if you set that boundary that I am gonna be a wife, you ain't gonna give me a promise ring. If you set that boundary that I will be enough for you, you ain't gonna get a pass. If you set those, now mind you, they still have free will to go fuck up, when the at the end of the night, but you already set that boundary, so they know the consequences. You fuck up, I'm out. Like I said, I've been
Yeah,
watching that damn Love and Marriage Huntsville, and he thought she was playing, and when she really dropped his ass, he lost everything. Everything.
mm-hmm. Yeah, don't lower your standards. We can't lower our
Mhm.
standards. And man, y'all need to, we need not to lower ours, and y'all need to do the same. You know what I mean? Like get
Mhm.
yourselves together as well. You know what I mean? It's a both parties, I believe. But like I said, we have more power because we hold the power of the P.
Yep.
So
And we are the future. We make the future. Ain't nobody
yeah,
coming without us being here.
yeah, yeah,
So, you guys, thank you so much for rocking with us tonight, y'all. We gotta watch Power. Power came back on tonight.
yeah.
And have y'all ever watched Euphoria on HBO? Season 2 is out. It's
No.
with
I
Zendaya.
actually told myself I'm gonna start
Mm-mm.
watching that, and yeah, but y'all also gotta watch Insecure if y'all haven't watched the full seasons of those.
I haven't finished season 5.
That was me. I know you're throwing shots at me over there.
Yeah, uh-huh.
No. But no, y'all. So, like I said, we are back season 2. We are hitting y'all with more new topics next week. Check us out. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Replay gang. Don't forget to like and comment below. Let us know
Yes,
your
make sure
thoughts.
y'all are liking this as y'all are in here with us. Thank y'all for staying with us, y'all. We appreciate y'all and sending all love and blessings.
Yeah, so
Don't
much.
forget to have y'all self love no matter what.
Yep.
Somebody
And
said, K Bar
again,
said, my son, keep talking about the show. What's the show?
Euphoria. Yes, it's a really
It
good
must be
show.
good.
It's really good. Zendaya, for her to be a Disney star, she really went out of her comfort zone and she really did her thing in season 1. And it's been years. It's been like 2 years we've been waiting on the second season. So it just came out tonight. So I'm excited to watch it after I watch, My Secret Lover Kane on Power Book.
I think Good at Everything said, peace. What I
Peace.
wanted to comment, what she say is hard. Somebody said it was hard to reprogram herself for being a strong, independent woman. It is hard, especially for
I
Black
think that
women
was good
because
at
it's been
everything.
taught. Yeah, that's what I was going to say before she dipped out. It is hard because that's being taught to us, but that is something that we had to learn within ourselves. Like, well, I know for me that I had to calm that down a lot. You know what I mean? Like I know I don't want to be by myself. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be by themselves, especially when you know you want love. So embracing that and wanting that is a big thing. And when you get it, you have to lower yourself. Mom always was like, be a strong, independent woman, but the whole time she had a man. So I never got that. You know what I mean? So I'm looking like, no, I want a man too. You know what I mean? Just a good man. So we're gonna keep working on it, boo.
Yeah, it's a every day, and
Hmm.
it's never too late. Like you can keep trying, even if you fail, you can keep doing it over and over.
Yep.
Don't just keep doing the same thing because that's what mentally insane people do. Do something different every
Yeah.
day until it
Yep.
works.
Yep.
But yes, y'all, we will catch y'all Sunday. Please continue to pray for Normandy and her healing.
Yes.
Me, I'm chugging through it. I will see y'all in another video,
And
and
if
we'll
y'all
be
got
here.
some topics y'all want us to talk about, hit us down below. And like I
Yes,
said, don't forget to like this video, y'all. Appreciate y'all and love y'all.
like the video,
Period.
share the video, and then DM me or comment below what y'all want some topics to be. Okay, y'all? Bye, y'all.
Alrighty, thank you.
Bye.
With you, you gon' waste your time. Waste your time.